All in Sports Network. We love sports.
All right, welcome back, dude.
Thank you.
All right, so you haven't been around on here, so I'm going to give you a chance to give your input, but it's going to be limited, okay?
Yep.
I need you to give me one word to describe this week for all these different things, okay? One word to describe the Colts-Falcons game. Go.
Stressful.
All right.
And tired.
Oh, that's two. You cheated. Okay.
Tired was a little fun one because it was early in the morning.
I know. I hear you. Early in the morning for a college student, I guess. So, and then one word to describe IU football this week.
Stressful. But to give you one other one, because I don't like giving the same thing, crazy.
All right. And then one word, I don't know, well, a couple more here. I don't know if you're going to be on the rest of the week, so I'm going to give you your chance to do this. One word to describe the Pacers.
Disappointment.
All right. Familiar with that are people in Central Texas with the Cowboys.
Yep.
And one word to describe now starting IU basketball.
Hopeful.
Okay. All right. Beat Marquette. We'll talk about that coming up on Friday as we introduce our brand new segment, our brand new episode, Candy Stripe Clear Out. I'm Kevin. This is my son, Liam. We're the Unstable Blues. Happy to present All Indiana Sports as part of the All In Sports and Rogue Media Sports Networks.
Yes. Welcome. Whoa. Where did my doc go?
I don't know.
My doc page closed. Okay. Hold on. I'm getting to it. I'm so sorry.
It's all right. I'll chop it.
I literally had it open and it closed on me. All right. Welcome back in. The Saints and Jets both had a win. The Patriots looked like the real deal against the Bucs, and the Bears had to come from behind to beat the Giants in the snow in Chicago. Let's go all in to see how we did in our picks.
Yes, you can follow us on TikTok and Instagram at All Indiana Sports and on Twitter at All Indy Sports. And don't forget to like and subscribe on YouTube or wherever you get your podcasts.
Yes, we want you to be a part of this. Comment your picks before Thursday Night Football. And if you get them all right, we'll shout you out on next week's Pick 6. As always, before we make our picks this week, let's take a look at last week's picks.
Yep. As a reminder, we only picked 2 games the same this week for reference ahead of time. All right.
We did.
The Battle of the Purple, I picked the Ravens.
And I had the Vikings, and it was closer than expected.
But I got that one. And then
I had the Jags.
And I picked Houston at home. And wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know what's happening in Duval, but they're not doing it well in Houston as they were up 19 points out of the fourth quarter and decided to still keep passing the ball, which led to a lot of turnovers and craziness. So then we both had the Niners over – wait. No, I'm
Not
skipping.
quite.
I had the Patriots.
And I had the Bucs, and that was also a pretty good game as well. Bucs ended up losing that, though, so you got that one.
Yep. And then we both had the Niners and the Rams. Matthew Stafford looks like the biggest competition in my book against Jonathan Taylor for the MVP as it stands right now, and the Rams got that one, so we missed that one.
Yep. And then we both had the Steelers and the Chargers took that one, so did not get that one either.
Right. And then I picked the Packers.
And I got the Eagles, and the Eagles got it done. That was my one win this week.
No
that
points.
Is terrible.
No points scored in that game until into the third quarter. Sir, it all comes from proper understanding and training. Farmhounds can help you with healthy treats to help you train your puppies like a country mountain dogs. Click the link in the description for more. That means that now we are now tied up over halfway through the season. This is how it works a lot of times. You go up, and then I make a comeback.
Yeah,
And we'll see where it goes.
34 and 26. We're 8 games above 500. Pretty good in my book. I'd say we're keeping up with the analysts, if not beating them.
I would say
like normal.
This is a little bit down for us this year, honestly.
It is, yeah. Normally we'd be in about the mid 40 range right now.
Right, we kind of we're hovering around 60% ish right now. Normally we'd be up around 67 to 70%. I blame the Pete Sousa show, but that's all right. It's good to be on there and hang out with those guys. So this whole thing is presented to you by Underdog Fantasy Sports. If you have a player or whatever in any of these games, you're like, you know what? I think I like that. I think I like their take on that. We put them together with somebody else in another game, and you can put together a flex package, and you can win a lot. If they all hit, you can still win some if some of them hit. So it's a great way to experience and watch the game and make some picks on your own. Take a look at this from Underdog before we give you our picks this week. Football's back, and Underdog is the best place to make picks and win money all season long. Playing on Underdog is easy. Just pick whether your favorite players will go higher or lower on stats like touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, and more. Get your picks right, and you could win up to 5,000 times your cash. Download the app today. Sign up with promo code COLTS. To score $100 in bonus funds or bonus entries when you play your first $5, that's promo code COLTS. Millions of fans have already won billions making picks on Underdog. Will you be next? Underdog, make picks. Win money. Must be 18 and up, 19 and up in Alabama, Nebraska, 19 and up, and in Colorado for some games, 21 and up in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia, and must be present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, Ohio, and Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. In New York, call the 24/7 HOPE line at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY. That's 467-369. Okay, this week's games. We're starting off with the Chargers at the Jaguars. What do you think's going to happen in this one?
See, this is another one of those matchups where, like, I thought for sure both these teams were going to win, or I thought the Jags were going to win last year, and I thought the Chargers were going to lose. But it's in Duval. I think it's hard to play in Jacksonville, surprisingly.
Of course you would think that as a Colts fan.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say Jacksonville gets right on track and kind of rebounds off of their loss. Speaking of rebound, open goal rebounder and goal setup. So you don't have to chase those balls around. Click the link in the description for more information. I have not lost my touch just yet. But I will go Jacksonville here.
All right. You know what? These are two quarterbacks that have underperformed from what the expectation is. And I think the better performer has been Justin Herbert. But I don't think that Justin Herbert at this point has the line to protect him. He's just getting crushed back there. And so I'm going to go and say the Jaguars as well.
Okay, next game is another big one. The Bucs going to Buffalo after their loss and playing against the Bills, who just lost to the Dolphins.
Yeah, speaking of rebounder, shoot, they got to get their stuff together because if the Bills lose this one, I think their playoff possibilities drop to 31% if they lose this. And so I don't think they will lose. I'm going to say that it's the Bills getting this one done.
I think that the Bills defense is very, very good, and it's kind of – I don't know what happened last week against the Dolphins. I honestly don't. I think they just forgot about Devon Achane, and because Devon Achane was the way that the Dolphins won, I think that the Bills defense is good, and they'll bounce back. and kind of take care of that run game because the Bucs have a great pass game with Baker, but the reason why it's so good is because the run game is so versatile with Rashad White and forget the other guy, but it's very
Bucky was spotted at practice this week. Doesn't mean he'll be back, but he was spotted at practice.
it's very versatile.
Yep.
But I think the Bills will win this game.
All right. Sounds good. We're both on that one too. And so that leads us to the next game is the Seahawks at the Rams. The best in the West on the line. The Rams in their midnight mode. If you find yourself up to midnight with your little one, Joi Baby Sleep Sacks can maybe help with that, putting them down. Click the link in the description for more on that. Seahawks at Rams. Who do you think is going to win?
Seahawks are looking real good right now.
Yeah.
But the Rams are looking better. Look good, feel good, play good. It's in LA. The Rams just came off of a really big win. They're feeling good. They're hitting their stride. People are getting healthy at the right time. Rams are going to win this game.
I think I would agree with you. The Seahawks looking really good, but it is in LA, and Puka should be back into full swing here. And they should have all of their weapons. Maybe not, though, Adams. I'm not sure. Question mark.
Adams is questionable. I wouldn't mind him sitting out just so Puka gets more fantasy points.
Of course you wouldn't. So I think that the Rams are going to get this one done.
Yep, I like it. Next game is the Chiefs in Denver playing the Broncos, seeing if the Chiefs can catch up to the Broncos.
Right, because as it is right now, Chiefs are the 8th seed and they are one spot out of the playoffs as it stands right now. Broncos continuing to chase the Colts. The question as a Colts fan that I saw posed is, who do you root for in this game?
Yeah, I mean,
because you could root for the Chiefs to win because you play them next week, but then that gives the Broncos they would be a half game up until the Colts play.
See, my thought is I think the Broncos losing would be better here overall.
Right? You think so?
Back, you would rather, especially during your bye week, you want everybody chasing you to lose so that they just fall back.
Right? Okay, but then you got to play against the Chiefs who just lost. And Andy Reid's record.
No, the Chiefs would have just won.
Oh, right.
Because they would beat the Broncos.
Okay, got you.
I don't think there is a downfall to the Chiefs winning this other than the Chiefs winning.
Okay. All right. I like that. So, who's going first on this one?
I said who it is, so you're going first.
I'm going first. Okay. All that to say, I think the Chiefs will actually pull this off. I don't know how, but I think it might have something to do with the striped ones. If you ask me.
Disagree with you there. I think the Broncos in a top 5 defense, arguably top 2 defense, I think the Broncos are going to win this game because the Chiefs don't have a good enough defense. Spags is great, but not good enough.
All right. I do appreciate that the defense is a lot different than the Colts. So whatever Patrick Mahomes might see this week is going to be drastically different than what he practices against and what he's going to see this week. No one has been more successful, I don't think, against Patrick Mahomes than Lou Anarumo in his career. Seen him lots of times, and I don't think anyone's been really more successful. And then you combine that with the Colts being successful. This is also, again, a perfect time and chance to shout out and call out Sophie Cunningham and West on their Show Me Something podcast. Chiefs fans, grew up Chiefs fans, and now she wants to claim the Colts. But come on our show. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it and in our preview episode next Friday. All right? So we are split on that one. Okay, I called out the refs. I have to give a special shout out to the referee in the back of the end zone in the IU Penn State game, who was right on top of it, got himself out of the way, saw the catch, looked down at the feet, perfect timing to see everything live in person, no replay required. It was confirmed. It's a touchdown because he was right there to get it all. So as much grief as I give the referees, that guy did a great job.
Yes.
All right.
Sure.
Next game then is the Lions at the Eagles on Sunday Night Football.
Yeah, this is a big one. Eagles coming off of a win against the Packers, who are in the same division as the Lions.
And I think that puts the Eagles as the number 1 seed right now in the NFC.
They are the number 1 seed solidly. I believe they have 8 wins or 7 wins, one of the two, but they are the only team with that amount of wins. I believe they're 8-1.
That the only amount of wins that would also be
7-2.
Okay.
They're 7-2. They have the same amount of wins. They have the least amount of losses because they had a bye. 7-2. They are the number 1 seed. But Detroit is looking pretty good. Jahmyr Gibbs just came off of a really big game. Detroit is just they're under the radar this year. I have not heard much about them, which is kind of surprising because everyone's been talking about the AFC and then specifically the NFC West. So I'm going to go Detroit. They're kind of under the radar. I think that they're going to kind of sneak up on the Eagles, especially after the Eagles only putting up 10 points against a Packers defense that isn't the greatest, in all honesty. I think they're gonna get a shock whenever Detroit comes to Philly.
It's in Philly, and the Eagles are not going to be happy about their 10-point performance. So look for them to come out and fly. Eagles fly in Philadelphia, and so I think it's the Eagles going to be getting it done.
Yeah, last game of the week is kind of a weird one because these two teams aren't the greatest. But it's Dallas in Vegas playing the Raiders. But
the choices were the Bengals and the Steelers, and another not great team or a great matchup. So this is where I went, specifically knowing that this would end up on Pete Sousa's show in Texas. So that's kind of when I went that direction. And both these teams needing it. Cowboys probably needing it worse than the Raiders at this point. The Raiders just needing to put on a decent face so that they can keep Max Crosby in the fold pretty much. And so I honestly, I think this one may end in a tie. Can you imagine the Cowboys
Are you calling a tie
with 2 ties in one season? Because I'm torn. This is why I'm torn. I think the Cowboys are the better team, but there are lots of times where the Cowboys should have been the better team all season. Bears, and they weren't. Panthers, right? But they weren't. And so I don't know that they are. And Vegas seems to be kind of trying to do something. And if they can just get Geno Smith to stop throwing the ball and turning it over, not that they're even all his fault, that weird one against that went off Ashton's hands last week. But I'm gonna call it a tie.
Oh, wow.
If it's not a tie, if either team wins, I lose.
I'm gonna go Dallas here.
Pitch for you here, sir.
I'm gonna go Dallas here. I think that the Cowboys are the better team. I think this is one they cannot lose this week, and I think they're gonna win it.
Can you imagine if the Cowboys lose this week?
That would be crazy.
Who do you think would be more on the hot seat in that situation? Schottenheimer, Jerry Jones, which one?
Who has it been, according to the fans, for a long time? It's been
according to the fans, yeah. But when you have billions of dollars, you're not going anywhere. You get to be a troll living underneath your stadium.
Indeed. We want you to be a part of this. Comment your picks before Thursday Night Football. And if you get them all right, we'll shout you out on next week's Unstable Pick 6. Yeah.
Yep. But that's all the time we have for today. We'll be back tomorrow with our Keep the Pace look at the disappointing Pacers season thus far, although they came out with some killer uniforms. And then we'll finish off the week with our brand new candy stripe clear out as we look at IU basketball starting up and the Colts having a bye, providing us that opportunity.
Yep. This is Liam.
And this is Kevin.
Reminding you to stay all Indiana.
All in Sports Network. We love sports.